Hi everyone, this is Gadget Magic Reviews. As you know, we are reviewing the Pantel Penta TPad IS709C, a recently launched budget tablet in association with BSNL. So let us go ahead and power up the device. The power button is to this side. As you can clearly see, there are a host of options here. Here we insert the micro SD card. Here you can connect headphones. Here you connect the mini USB, which is provided to you for charging purpose or for pen drive and for dongle. And this, as you see, is the power on or off button. So let us go ahead and press this. Okay, as you see, the screen is booting up with a BSNL and Penta logo, and you have a nice animation there. It's loading up. You have this normal animation when you're loading it up from a shutdown. I think it has nearly loaded. Just a few more seconds. Okay, so now it has loaded, and we see that this is the default welcome screen. As you know, if you need to unlock, you click on the unlock button and you move to the right. You move to the right. In case you want to move to and open the camera, you can move to this side. So let us click here, and this opens the home screen. This tablet runs the ice cream sandwich, which is version 4.0 of Android, and it's a nice thing to have because it has a new design, as you are aware. So this is the tablet, and you may be familiar with the screen. So let us have a look at the navigation, how responsive is the display. I'm just flicking my finger normally. You can see the responsiveness is really good. I flick it back, the responsiveness is really good because this has a capacitive touchscreen, unlike a resistive touchscreen, which takes a lot of time to respond and is not suggested now. You can see responsiveness is really good. So let us click on the menu option, and as you can see, the menu loads up really fast, and even here you can just flick and you see that it's really fast. Similarly, there is not much lag even if you change the orientation. You see that in few seconds it has oriented. There is not much lag here. Okay, so let us get it back to the normal mode. And if you need to exit, as you're aware, this is the exit button, or you can press the home. Now what we see in Penta TPad are the normal ice cream sandwich menu bar at bottom, a Google search and a voice option, a menu button at the top, and this is a pre-installed application which will automatically update news and weather when you are connected to the Wi-Fi. Let me tell you that this is just a Wi-Fi tablet. It has no inbuilt memory card slot. So let us click on the menu and see how is the performance of some popular apps. Let us have a look at the Fruit Ninja application, which is a popular game. This is loading up, and it says that the app was designed for smaller screen. Let us just press OK, and it's loading up. Let us select a new game. So sorry, we need to cut it like this. You see it has cut really fast. Now it's loading up. Let us play and check it out. Sorry, I missed it. You see it cuts really fast. Okay, that was my mistake, so let me repeat it just in order to show you how well it performs. You see it cuts really well. I do not have to repeat the action multiple times. What I am trying to show here is that the sound quality is really good. You can see that the speakers are present here. They provide a really good sound. Okay, so since we have had a display, let us return back to the main screen. And let us look at one more application, which would be the Let's go with the Angry Birds application. The splash screen is loading up now with the Angry Birds. As you can clearly see, the display is very good. You do not have a feeling that it's a low cost tablet. Let's go ahead and click play. See, the responsiveness is really good. When I click on something, it loads up. I don't have to do multiple clicks. Press 1. The Angry Birds is loading up. Let's wait for a few more seconds. Okay, so now it has loaded up. As you can clearly see, let me just show you how fast the navigation is. Really fast. I can just easily zoom in, zoom out, and it doesn't take a lot of effort, similar to the very high-end tablets. So let's just go ahead and actually play this. You see that the responsiveness is very good, there is no lagging, sound is really good, and the performance is really awesome. So let's go ahead and complete this. Okay, the level is over. Let's go ahead and quit this app right now. As you can see, Fruit Ninja is still running in the background. Let me go to the home screen, which will take me to the default. Later I will show another medium performance requirement game, which would be Temple Run. As you are aware, game players will be quite familiar with this. If I'm not wrong, this should be installed somewhere here. Okay, these are all the widgets. Let me go to the home screen and verify it. Unfortunately, this doesn't seem to be installed by default. Okay, let us have a look at the settings option here. There are a few important tips to be noted. One thing, as you're seeing, is that the Wi-Fi is on. It has captured the Wi-Fi. You also have the data usage option. This is all the ice cream sandwich options, where you can set what is the limit you want to put, so that you receive a warning for a given option and it automatically stops for another option. You also have a more button. You can clearly see that the responsiveness of the tablet is very good. You click on sound and navigate sound options. You click on display, you can adjust the brightness either by clicking here. You get the brightness, you can automatically set it, increase or decrease it, or you can go here and click on this button, which automatically goes to brightness, and here also you can adjust it. You can also set it to auto. And let us look at the storage. This is an important thing to be noted, as it clearly shows the internal storage, which is a RAM, is 504 MB, out of which 387 MB is free and 90.7 MB is being used. If you look at the LAN flash, it is advertised by the company to be 4 GB, but the Android operating system and the file system takes up a lot of space. So what you get is just half of the 2 GB. You do not worry about this, since we can actually increase it by adding a micro SD card in this slot. You can add a 8 GB, 16 GB card and greatly increase the speed, greatly increase the storage capacity. You also have other options, battery, apps and all, which you can further explore. And you can have a look at what the About tablet. It gives information called as RK29 SDK. This is frequently shown whenever you try to see the system level details. So as you can see, the responsiveness is really good, and you can see that when you are trying to navigate, there is a 3D kind of option, but it is not perfect, since this is not a pure high-end tablet. But nevertheless, the responsiveness is really good, since now I'm not yet connected to the internet. Let me go ahead and connect it. Let me go to the Wi-Fi and turn it on, and here I'm turning it on. Okay, I will enable the password and once again log in. So this is the end of part 1.